Okay, here's the first thing. First thing to do, you got your guitar. This is just some nuts and bolts of your guitar. First things to do, first things to learn, okay? Number one, here's your head stock of your guitar, okay? And tuning, these are your tuners. These will tighten and loosen your strings, so it will make a, as you turn them, you can hear the pitch change. Okay, so we have these tuners. They feed the strings. This is the nut, okay? The nut holds all the strings in. This is a fret. This is fret 1, okay? And on this fret 1, when you're placing a finger on fret 1, you're pressing your finger behind the fret. Okay, so this is fret 2. This here's fret 2. So you're placing your finger somewhere in this range. Okay, so somewhere in here, according to your finger. Okay. Okay, so your fingers go on these strings, okay, to form chords. Now, these are fret markers. They tell you, okay, this is fret number 3, this is fret 5. They're just indicators where frets are, so you can identify them. Okay. One thing, here's the double dots right here. That's the 12th fret. And on the 12th fret, this is where your notes will repeat. So here's an open E, and here's an E. 1 octave. Okay. All the rest of the notes on up. Now I have a cutaway here. Okay, this is called the cutaway. But as far as the guitar itself, here's a sound hole. This is a strike plate, so when you're striking with your pick, it doesn't scratch up your surface. Okay, so this is a strike plate. Here's your bridge with the saddle. This is where your strings align. Okay, these are little pegs that hold the strings in. Okay, this is basically just a plain regular guitar, acoustic. It's called a dreadnought. Okay, so just some of the fundamentals. Now, here's one thing that you have to know. This is the very first thing, is to play chords. Okay? Chords, your fingers are going to go on a certain string, okay, and a certain fret. Like this E minor, for example. Here's 2. This finger and this finger, they're both on fret number 2, and one is on the A string, the second one, it's on the A string, and this is on the D string. Okay? And we're going to strike all 6 strings. That's the E minor. Okay, going from one chord to another chord is what we have to practice on. Going from like an E minor to an A chord. E minor to an A. E minor, A. So, playing chords or a scale are single notes. Okay, so we can use these scales to do something like just little runways. These scales, they're used to bum 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 to lead into another chord. It's part of the reason why scales are very useful to know. Okay, so scales and chords, placing your fingers on the frets. Okay, so this is just the fundamentals of guitar. You have to know chords. You have to know a little bit of scales. Okay, so you can play a little bit of scale, a little bit of chord. The other part is what you're doing with the strum. Okay, so this strum is what you're doing here is you're taking this chord and just a down strike, and a count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, or you can go 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, or just the down strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of different styles of strumming. Okay, and then there's a finger pick. Okay, where we're doing certain strings. Your thumb is going to take care of these 3 strings, and these last strings here, these 3, are always going to be associated with your fingers, going ring finger, middle finger, and index finger. They're assigned so they can go all the 3 at the same time. There's a whole bunch of variations. Okay, this is just fundamentals of guitar. These are just the first things you need to know. I got another thing that I have for this next little video. Okay, and it shows where to place the fingers. It shows all this information. Okay, and it's on the website.